All right, everyone, I'm Mr. Graham, and I'm out of breath. Just been running up and down the stairs. Welcome to Lab 1. Today I'm gonna show you a video, but then the next time you will be doing this work in the lab with more specificity, with more trials. The idea here is to determine the role of each chemical in a chemical reaction inside a bag. So we're going to look at this lab. Okay, so you should see this in your Google Classroom. It's Lab 1, it's the handout. And we're going to look at the focus question. What role does each chemical play in a chemical reaction in the bag? So we have calcium chloride, we have baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, we have water, and we have indicator solution. We'll talk more about indicator solutions a little bit later. All right, so for research question number 1, you're asked to make and record observations of the 4 chemicals. So let's look at calcium chloride. So here's the calcium chloride. I'm going to put it in this is called a weighing dish. Okay. And so what I'm going to do, let me actually just, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's not very good. All right, so there's the chemical. And as you can see, they're round, they're white, they're fairly hard. I can't really squeeze them. It stays a ball. All right, so go ahead and make observations and record those in the second column of Table 1. All right, cool. All right, the second chemical is the sodium bicarbonate, also known as baking soda. All right, so there it is. This stuff is powdery. It's also white. Okay, so go ahead and make your observations in the second column of Table 1. Cool. All right. The third is water. So lots of different adjectives to describe the water. Okay, transparent, liquid. Okay, and finally, the indicator solution. So the indicator solution we're using is phenol red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add phenol red to the beaker. So here's a beaker. All right, so there it is. Okay, and it's red in color. It's liquid. If you're going to smell it, there's a proper way to smell this. Okay, you're going to waft it to your nose. Do not stick your nose in it because it could be something very strong. So we just waft it. Also, notice I'm wearing my safety glasses, and you will too when you're in lab. Okay, cool. So now for research question 2, you're going to combine the substances using the recipe below. So I'm going to take a bag, and I'm going to combine 1.5 spoons of calcium chloride. So let me go ahead and 1.5. So here's my spoon, here's my calcium chloride, and I'm going to combine them in a bag. Let me bring this down again. 1.5 spoons. So here's, again, you will be doing this yourself in trials. So here's 1.5, and I'm going to put it on one end of the bag. All right. You will then add half a spoon of sodium bicarbonate. So let me half a spoon. Let's see here. Might be easier to do it like this. And I'm going to put it on the other side of my bag. So now, let's see, hopefully you'll be able to see this. So there's the calcium chloride, this is the sodium bicarbonate, 1.5 teaspoons of the sodium, or of the calcium chloride, half a spoon of the sodium bicarbonate. And then we're going to take some indicator solution, and I'm going to add some of that. Now it says here a few generous squirts. I'm just going to go ahead and you will actually be using, actually, you know what, I should do this right. I'll be right back. All right, so there's your pipette, and you will add a few generous squirts. So there's 1, 2, 3, okay, and 20 mils of water. The amount isn't really important, just so long as you have enough water to dissolve the solids. So I'm going to go ahead and add the water. I'm going to close the bag, and I'm going to mix it up. Okay, so go ahead and make observations. So I'm shaking up the bag. You probably noticed that the red indicator solution went yellow. You probably also noticed the fizzing, and that fizzing means that there's a formation of gas. And you can't tell, but this is very warm. Okay, so the reaction caused the temperature to increase. Okay, so make sure you get all those observations down in research question number 2. Okay, you can see that there's a gas in there. And like I said before, the temperature is warm, and the red indicator solution went yellow. Oh, you also notice that the water dissolved both solids. I don't see any solids left in the bag. All right, so that's research questions 1 and 2. Like I said, you will be doing a bunch of trials with all these chemicals, and you might even look at trials of individual chemicals to see what role each of them play. All right, signing off.